Hey, it's pasthisprime here, and welcome back to Homeseek, where we're continuing our first playthrough of the game, doing it chapter by chapter. We are still in part 2, chapter 3, I believe. And, yeah, we're struggling with people, I think. I don't know. Hang on, we've got 4 people here. Let's just get it playing. See if we can balance what's going on. We've got enough food, water. So I guess we could max that. Max that. We only have one person out on an expedition at the moment, but let's speed up. See what we can get done. We've got some depressed. We've got some sick. Oh, that resource pile is gone. Was that the last one? I believe it was. So what we probably need to do now... Okay, it's a tricky one because we don't want to use any of the scrap now. We've got 4 people. What we probably need to do is... I want to finish that research. Hang on. What? Jumping ship. A relatively large group of utopians, well, former utopians, arrive at our doorstep. They say that underneath the surface, New Utopia is quickly sinking. It's using resources way faster than it can replace them. It's only a matter of time until the whole thing collapses. They beg us to take them in, considering our community might survive the collapse. Turn them away. We don't have the ability to care for these people. The coming disaster is their fault anyways. Or we accept a large group of newcomers. Jesus. Okay. We're going to accept them. We are 4 short. The question is, have we done the advanced house research? That we'll see. We'll have a look. I want to do the second expedition party if we haven't already, because we can get out and get that scrap metal. Right, asylum. Initially, the word asylum gives us hope, an offer of protection. As we look around, we come to realize it has another meaning, one not quite so comforting. The padded cells and strange jackets hark back to a harrowing institution full of mad laughter and shrill cries. Perhaps there were people in here who preached about the end of the world. At first we think the building is a hospital, but there is no sign of machinery or medicine. What we find are padded cells, restrictive jackets, security alarms. What happened here must have been grim. We hear a shrill scream followed by haunting laughter. Is it our imagination playing tricks on us? It comes again, making us flinch. What should we do? This place gives us the creeps. Let's leave before something bad happens. No progress. Or surely there can't be anything worse in here than outside. Let's investigate. We've got 1 person left. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, okay, so I just want to have a look. Did we do... We have done the housing. Okay, so we're going to have to build an extra house. Wait, is that saying we can do it? Or... Wait, maybe I'm wrong. No, we haven't done the housing. Hang on a second. Oh, that takes 12 people though. 150. So we could just upgrade. Why did that cause someone to leave? Oh, is it because of that? Sorry. At least you're all housed now. Jesus. Alright, we still haven't solved our water issues. I mean, really what we'd have to do is get something else, solar or something, and then get rid of that, but... It's a tricky one. I mean, you could build another wind farm. Okay. Advanced medical is done. Alright, let's do that. Alright, it's 150 to upgrade. We're definitely going to do that. Okay, it takes us a while making our way down a long corridor, peering into empty cells. We reach a closed cell and see two people within bound in strange jackets. They scream at us. We are so distracted we don't see the person behind us. One of our party is struck over the head with a bar. The attacker flees before we can react. Well, there's only one of us. Once we have recovered, we turn our attention to the prisoners. One of them is weeping uncontrollably, thrashing around. The other pleads with us to let him out. What should we do? No way are we opening this door. Continue on. Nobody deserves this. We have to set them free. Put the wretches out of their misery and search their corpses. Oh, God. No one deserves this. I might regret this. Of course. Well, there's a good chance I'll regret it. One of them rushes past, screaming, careering off the walls and escaping. The other drops to his knees, begs us to take him with us, and warns us there are others living here who would lock us up. We are all on edge. We decide not to linger any longer in this unnerving place. We waste little time and leave the building, keeping our guard up. Okay, we've got 14 people without jobs, but I can't afford to spend scrap yet. Not when something like this might happen. Failure mode. Without any sort of warning, more workers from New Utopia have now repeatedly ventured into areas nearby our settlement, apparently trying to extract any amount of black blood they can from the last old derricks they haven't yet used. At this point, we're almost completely surrounded by New Utopia infrastructure, even as their whole society seems to come apart at the seams. They leave pollution of all sorts everywhere they go. Who knows how dangerous those oil derricks could be? Send out a group to sabotage the nearby derricks. At this point, it's clear that they're in trouble. Let them face their consequences in peace. Yeah, I'm not going to get blamed. Are you crazy? Okay, that's something we haven't done. Where are we? Here. Okay. That our ancestors would be committed to this place to howl like mad dogs chills us, but then perhaps these people really need help. Perhaps this was as much kindness as cruelty. We vow never to neglect the weakest amongst us and to help our members rather than ostracize them. We have discovered the law smart practices for cloudy weather. Solar panel energy production is reduced by only 50% during rains and cloudy weather. That would be good if I had solar. And we yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. We had solar and a community center, but we don't. I'm gonna go do the model village. Okay, so how are we? We've got enough houses, we've got enough food, water, technically. These people are not great at the moment, but that's just because we just got them, isn't it? You have completed research. Oh. Okay. That's good. Let's go with the healing rate increase. Let's pause for a second, guys. I'm going to send off some people. All right, you are going to go here. Okay, so there's really nothing I can build? No, because you need 500 for that. I mean, you could build a hunter's lodge and kill animals, but... I don't know, because right now we have enough food. I mean, it's not brilliant, but... Okay, our ancestors had too much time on their hands. Although we don't see the point in this tiny reconstructed village, it's refreshing to know they put their hands and minds to harmless pursuits as well as deadly destructive ones. The miniature village is among the most surreal places we have been, and that's saying something. We stride over the buildings like giants. There has been a struggle here, and a dry corpse lies skewered on the steeple of an old church. The only life-size building is an ice-creamed kiosk. A sign on the back says, "Be back in 10 minutes, keys with the prof." What should we do? Broke open the door using scrap. This is clearly a riddle. Check the model school for the keys. Sounds like a clue. Check the model science museum for the keys. Let's go to the science museum. Sure enough, we find the key to the ice cream kiosk inside. There is bottled water. The key also opens a locker which has a set of golf putters we can use for scrap. We're about to leave when we hear a dog snarling. It's thin but has a large frame and is baring its teeth. What should we do? Keep our distance and back away carefully. Attempt to pet it. What? Are you nuts? Why would you try to pet it, you lunatic? Okay, 7:20. Let's gather the scrap. Did you gather it all? You got 900. Go back home. It's not quite enough water. What's going on? Oh, no, it is. Everyone has drunk today. Everyone is eaten and everyone has a home. That's good. None of these people should be depressed at 6 a.m. or exhausted. Ooh. Ooh, the advanced windmill. That's good. Yeah, we're going to finish that first. Oh, and the others are already back. Okay, we slowly move away. The dog continues to growl but does not come any closer. We're relieved it decides not to chase us. This place was once a novelty for small children. For us, it is a learning experience. Not only do we get to explore an idyllic world, seeing it from this point of view must have been what it was like to fly. We take notes on various aspects of society and how it was laid out. One particular item of interest is the sail on the windmill. The design looks more efficient than our own. We can now research the windmill advanced. Alright, we have a tiny bit of food. We've got plenty of scrap and we've got some water. What's the attitude? Hello? Let's try the dump. It's sort of on the way back. I mean, I know it's not really, but how often does this fill up? Well, I guess it fills up a lot considering that we've already sort of done that. So let's get another expedition going. I mean, I don't think you actually need the scrap. I'll take the food and water though. Okay, so now that we've got this pile of scrap, there was a couple of things, wasn't there? No, we haven't researched that yet. Okay, let's put the solar down. Okay, what other options have we got here? Like I said, we could pull that down. I mean, you're going to need to if you want to get any more food. We don't need it yet, though, so I don't think I'd bother, but I'm a little bit worried about our water. Okay, so let's leave it there. Okay, so we got sick, but the depressed are all gone. And exhausted. So that's good. Ooh, okay, eruption. The smoke emanating from New Utopia finally abates somewhat for a few minutes, and for a moment we think that their utopian experiment has ended, not with a bang, but with a whimper. After only about a minute of respite, though, we hear a huge explosion in the distance. A fireball rises to the sky above where New Utopia used to be, and the whole earth shakes. Cinders and ashes shower down on us even as far away as we are. Many oil derricks, though they faithfully pumped up black blood until the last minute, variously explode themselves or just fall apart. Only the small area around our encampment is safe from widespread destruction, and even then a smog heavier than ever before spreads out to coat the area, making it very difficult to breathe. Ooh, great. Okay, the collapse of New Utopia has left everything in ruin. It seems almost every day thick black smog hurts our lungs and oil pollutes our water. However, the survivors of their catastrophic collapse have told us of our one chance at salvation. If we can survive until the oil flows abate, we can escape to one final refuge untouched by the old world's poisons. Survive for a few days until the oil flows abate. 6:11. What does 6:11 mean? Oh, we got clouds now, so now my solar panels won't work. You bloody button nipper! God damn. I wanted to get rid of that. No. Oh, maybe we just don't bother. We still haven't researched that yet. They're going to come back soon. What do we do? We only have to research it. We don't have to build it. Black smog current. Black smog emanating without end from the smouldering ruin of New Utopia descends particularly heavily among our settlement, damaging our health. Okay, here's the problem. We need to focus on the medical because, actually, you know what? There's nothing stopping you building a second medical center. Is there? Hang on, where is it? There. 500. No, of course you could. Let's build one. I mean, it doesn't really matter where we put it, does it? Okay, you gather. And then come back home, please. He's still complaining about being thirsty, though. That's my only... Hang on. Okay, let's do this advanced animal farm. Tick this thing off. How much? Yes, it's 400. get another windmill. Okay, hang on. Do that. Wait, what? God, what's going on? Black blood contamination. Black blood surely spilled from the wreck of New Utopia temporarily gunks up our water collectors, ruining some of it. No. Oh no, you idiots. Oh my God. Can you pause, please? Thank you. Oh God. This game always finds a way to hurt me, even when I have everything planned out perfectly. They then throw that at me. Oh, now oil's in your water, so good luck to you. You can't drink anymore. And it's like, oh, okay, thanks. One man's scrap is another man's treasure. Looking at this pile of twisted junk, the saying has never been truer, except that exposure to the elements has decayed most of it beyond worth. We stare in awe at what would have once been a treasure trove for our camp. Unfortunately, time and the elements have eaten away at most of the scrap. What should we do? The dump is a sprawling city divided by rusted, twisted mounds. There are graveyards of cars, leaning buildings of dumpsters, and forests of sheeted metal. We've seen enough, head back, no progress. No, keep doing it. We quickly enter through a hole in the sagging fence. Okay, so what's happened here? Are we still good? So we got 4 of 9. How is that? That's providing only 9. Hang on. So, like, if I took that away... I mean, we don't need it. I mean, I want to build more things, but we technically don't need it. So hang on. Wait. We got the scrap. Okay, there must be something we can use. Let's look around. There's a large shed with a sign that says recycling. The door is blocked, but we scale a stack of old cars to reach the skylight. Halfway up, we find a nest of recently hatched hunting birds. They are chirping for food, but the mother is nowhere in sight. What should we do? Leave them to their fate. Well, that's all we can do. Okay, so what I'm thinking... Just pause. There's no... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Now, there's no harm them being next to each other, is there? So if we get that built... I mean, should have enough medical care, guys. 4 and 4. Might be still getting hard. We could research... I'm doing the farm, that's right. Okay, hang on a second. Let's do that. Wait, what? What's that one? No available buildings to connect. What does that mean? Why? What's wrong with that one? Has it got too many inputs? Ah, it does. Hang on. Well, this is empty. Hang on. Hang on. It's bloody empty. Get rid of it. Okay. That's better. Ah, crap. Oh, iron's better than nothing. I mean, we could destroy that, but let's not bother. Wait, what happened to... Oh, they're gathering. Okay, so we could go and get more scrap, or we could go and investigate. What should we do? Yeah, let's get the scrap. Because we've used all the scrap, let's do that. Okay, all good there. Alright, that pumps that up. Which, in theory, I could do that. It pumps that up. Don't need extra food, so let's not bother with that. And now we're getting a lot more water. Alright, we're still dealing with sickness, but we know that. Okay, we completed that, so we get 500 food and 15% happiness. Excellent. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, as much as I'd like to boost the power, increases the maximum amount of workers, permanently increases the maximum allowed occupants. Let's do that one first. Then we could do that. So let's focus on the medical, because if this black crap is going to keep coming, we've got to do something. Good, keep it going. Oh, there's an abandoned farm. Okay. What have we got? Where are we up to? Recycling. Yeah, we did that one. We quickly move on. The mother will likely return, and if not, well, it's a cruel world. Either way, our food is too precious to spare. Well, we didn't have enough. Dropping through the skylight, we find ourselves in a long room divided by conveyor belts. We see how the scrap was divided into different types. Huge crushers at the end of each line have compacted the junk into solid cubes. We quickly examine the machinery. By using a similar process, we can make whatever scrap we find stretch further. We can now research the water recycling center. Uses power to produce contaminated water. Requires connections with advanced houses. What? To produce contaminated water? From what? Okay, what's this one? So you need 200 scrap to build that. $400 scrap, so that's 600 scrap and 400 water will get you that built. Alright, what supplies have you got? A little bit of water, a little bit of food, not much. Just Wondering whether you should come home. I mean, you could... Hang on. Go there. We could build it. Not use it, but just build it. Don't know what that was. I want to have a look. Yeah, what is that? Uses power to produce contaminated water. Requires connections with advanced houses. Oh, so it takes... I guess it takes your sewage and converts it to contaminated water? Okay, so you could have put one there. Created some water. Okay, you gather, and then you come back. Hang on, you're idle too. Right, so start by building that. So now when someone comes back, they just need 400 and 400. Alright, so let's bring you home. Alright, so we've got them all coming home. Probably building an animal farm would make them happy, wouldn't it? Would it? No. Oh yes, it would. That would please them. It's expensive though, when all we have to do is this. Why risk it when all you got to do is this? So this is to get to 11 days, is that the point? What are we up to? Yeah, we're day 7. Okay, so that's what it means. We've got to get to 11 days. Why are you why is there no water? Should have been tons of water. Look how much water we're supposed to be making. What the heck are you doing? Black smog emanating without end from the smouldering ruin of your new utopia descends particularly heavily among our settlement, damaging our health. Yes, concerning... Sorry, why are we now losing food? Hang on. Let's do that. Okay, so that's been increased. Just check there's nothing else major. I think we're all good for that. Right, let's go with that one. Okay, so we can have more people in here now. Oh, hang on. I was wondering why our house is over, but that's because we've got to go. Right, hang on. How am I going to get enough contaminated water? 3. Alright, let's get... The best way I could do it would be to turn that off for a little bit. Because I said 400 and 400, right? So let's get you going. To the skyscraper. Okay, stop. Expedition, new. $400 of that. $400 of that. Off you go. Okay, hang on. Why are we now short of people? Okay, this is not even working. Okay, so you're gonna go there. Didn't really need the extra workers on this now, did we? Okay, we just lost a ton of water. That's not going to make people happy. Oh, what now? The last survivors. The last surviving utopians come to us, begging to join our community. They say that there is so much fuel in the wreckage of their old city that the fires and pollution could burn without end. However, they say New Utopia have begun researching a way to mend the broken climate. They hadn't gotten far when catastrophe ended everything, but we could finish their project. If only we could make it to the safe, secluded land where it was being developed. However, the way forward is blocked by a torrential flow of oil from the nearby broken derricks. If we could only survive until the oil flow abates, we will be able to escape this ruined place and strike out in search of the Utopians' last hope. Yeah? What does that mean? Another 9 people. Understood. Okay, so we've got a couple of problems here. I think we're going to boost the houses. On top of that, we're 2 scrap short. You're joking. Do we reckon it's ever going to rain? If it does, we build it again. Problem solved. Okay, let's increase our workers in here because we've got a lot of tired people. I'm assuming it's still cloudy. I mean, you could put a person in there just for the sake of it. We've got enough people now. Which one are we at? Skyscraper. We know our ancestors were ambitious and competitive. In a way, these buildings symbolize everything that brought them to their knees. Pride, greed, glory. The only problem with reaching such heights is that it's even further to fall. Like toppled giants, the tall buildings lie shattered and strewn, all save one, which stands defiant. It doesn't look like anyone has dared reach those heights. We reach floor 11 when we see around 20 people living in an open plan office. They are armed. We pull back just in time. What should we do? Turn back now before we are spotted. No progress. Sneak past, close to the people, but using desks and chairs as cover. Sneak past further from people, but with very little cover. Go with the cover. Alright, it takes us a while to crawl on our hands and knees across the room. Hang on. Okay, so we've increased that. What would be next that's really important to us? I mean, you can have more people in research. That'll make it even faster. Yeah, let's do that. Extra person in the water collectors. Because we're not even using as many people in the farms. Okay, we are so close to the people we can hear them breathing. One of them drops something and bends down, but we move on just in time and reach the stairwell. We reach floor 39 when we see an explosion has brought down the ceiling. What should we do? Make shovels from our scrap to create a tunnel. Force open the elevator doors and climb up the cable to bypass the cave-in. Jeez, okay. Jeez, okay. Let's do the tunnel. Alright, let's build and build. So what do you... I guess you got to sit there and wait now. If you want to gather anything, because you've got no supplies, so... At least now we've got a source of scrap, food, and water. If something else bloody blows up in my face. Okay, we spend some time crafting the best tools. We shift a large chunk of rubble and claw a gap between a twisted girder. On our stomachs, we wiggle through. At floor 52, we exit onto the rooftop. We find 2 large helicopters intact and begin stripping them for parts. We also examine the impressive solar panels that helped power the monstrous building. We take our time salvaging everything we can. We look out across the shattered city. Our ancestors reached for the skies, and today we gritted our teeth and did the same. We can now research the solar farm advanced. Lovely. Okay, so you've still got food, water, and scrap. So let's continue on to the mansion. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. No, I feel silly bringing them back. Alright, mansion. Okay. Well, actually, we're going to leave it there because we've run out of time. So we're going to come back. I thought we might finish this because we've got to get to day 11, but the days do go slow. Lots of things happen. So we've still got 3 days to go and quite a few more sites to expedition if we want to do that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, avoid story spoilers, all that sort of good stuff. But let me know if I'm playing all right. Let me know if there's something I could be doing differently or better. Or, you know, have I sort of redeemed myself from a few failures there and have things working a lot more efficiently and a lot smarter. It doesn't always work though, because the game obviously does try to throw things at you that you can't even plan for. You know, oil in your water supply, all that sort of stuff. What are you supposed to do? You can't cater for that. Especially when your wells are all dried out and everything else. There's only certain places you can get water from. But let me know your thoughts, opinions. Are you enjoying the game? Do you want to see more of this on the channel? Less of it? None at all? Let me know. All that sort of stuff. I read all the comments, answer every comment as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.